Billionaire left a briefcase of cash and gold in his living room to test his black maid. Her next move shocked him. The leather briefcase sat in the center of the living room like a jewel on display. The gold clasps were half unlatched, revealing a sliver of what was inside. Bundles of crisp $100 bills stacked tight, and gold bars so polished they caught the light and threw it back into the room. It was not an accident. It was a trap, and Malcolm Harrington was the man who set it. At 42, Malcolm moved through the world with the weight of too many betrayals on his back. He wasn't just wealthy. He was the kind of wealthy that built empires and bought cities. Harrington Shipping, his life's work, moved goods across oceans faster and cheaper than anyone else. But the empire that made him king had also made him prey. His son, his own flesh and blood, had once filed papers to have him declared mentally unfit, hoping to seize the Harrington Trust before Malcolm even hit 50. His daughter, who used to run barefoot into his arms during summer thunderstorms, had drained one of his private accounts clean before vanishing to Europe. And his best friend, no, his brother in everything but blood, had sat at his dinner table, toasted to his health, and then slipped forged medical invoices into his business accounts to bleed him dry. Every betrayal had left a scar, and the scars had hardened into walls. The only breach in those walls had been Clara, his wife. She had been laughter in the hallways, cinnamon bread in the oven, fresh wild flowers in every vase. Clara had filled the house with warmth until cancer emptied it again. Malcolm had buried her, and with her, the last soft part of himself. After that, the mansion became his mausoleum. 26 rooms, 16 hidden cameras, 3 emergency alarms, and not a single person he trusted. When his health began to falter, the fatigue heavier each week, Malcolm called a staffing agency in Atlanta. He gave them a list of requirements longer than some resumes. No criminal record, no social media, no small talk, no curiosity, no questions. They sent 3 profiles. He tossed the first 2 aside without reading past the second line. The third caught his eye. Naomi Brooks, 28. Housekeeping experience in private estates. Quiet, precise. References that used words like disciplined and trustworthy. Malcolm didn't believe in words like that anymore. But he watched her file a little longer before closing it. The next morning she arrived. From the surveillance room, he watched her step off an old city bus and walk straight to the iron gates. Her clothes were plain,